Hi guys, this is Hyunmin Max, aka Max. Welcome back to another video on the channel. I'm actually gonna be talking about how to actually prepare, right, for the first really big SBC, right, that will be getting later on, hopefully at content drop later. I'm of course gonna talk about the market that has been going down consistently, what to invest in, and of course, how to make coins. So the first thing I actually want to talk about, right, is actually this Damian objective. It actually looks pretty decent, 3-star, 5-star. The only thing that is really bad is that he can't start as a right back for chemistry purposes. Doesn't really have any important traits. So it's actually relatively easy to do, right? I already completed this objective. And if you actually did follow my Twitter account, right? Just a few hours before content, right? I just post this out on my Twitter, whereby I just told people, right, to pick up Italy managers, right, at 200 coins. So the managers actually went up to about 500 or 550 coins or so. So we made some nice easy coins there. So if you want, some of these trading tips, right, you can actually follow me on Twitter as well, right? I'll be trying to post out more trading tips there as well. And another thing that I want to talk about, right, is the objective that we have gotten, right, just yesterday. The women's objective, whereby it was a little bit glitch. So if we actually take a look at the objective right now, right, it says NWSL. But when it was actually first released, it wasn't NWSL. In fact, right, they actually had some error. It says WSL. So it's actually the Premier League for women, right? But however, right, if you take a look at the cards itself, right, the rewards are actually the US Women's League. So I was thinking, what is going on? It must be an error, right? But initially, when you actually played the game using the Premier League Women's, right, it actually worked and counted as the objective. And just a couple of hours ago, right, EA actually rectified it and changed it to the USA Women's League. So that is something that we can take note of. This just tells me that we have so many errors, right, recently in the game itself. I'll cover more later on. So I already tweeted this out. If you want more, most up-to-date news about the game itself, do drop me a follow on Twitter itself. Now, next thing I want to talk about, right, is the actual team itself and, how it actually impacted the market a lot. So if we take a look at the cards, the first thing that you realize is the stats, right, from their base goal versions, right, have actually been juiced up so much. We take a look at somebody like Modric, right? His base version is 87. The current one is 91. That's a +4. And if we take a look at the acceleration or the pace, right, it's a +8 pace. Right? Of course, we have the rest of the important stats such as attack positioning. His defending is also a +8. So this is a huge boost, which tells me, right, one thing, right? The power curve, this is FIFA, right, or this FC, right, it's gonna be progressing so quickly, which means that whatever cards that you are having in your team right now, right, they are gonna be replaced very, very quickly, either by promo cards in packs or by player SBCs. So that is something that you have to look out for. And I did also mention, right, in my previous video that some of these cards, right, might not look that meta, right, in this team itself. It might not look that meta. However, right, if one of the cards or a few of the cards get really, really cheap, like into the 15/20k range, right, it's actually gonna crash the market big time. If you take a look at somebody like Owa, right, he's no longer French, right, 4-star, 3-star, high-low work rate. Take a look at the stats itself, right? It's such a good card, and he only costs how much now? 16k. And when we were actually watching this card on Friday at content drop, right, he just kept dropping. Right, he just kept dropping. I remember at release, I believe he was at about 100. Is it 100k? He just kept dropping down to 60, 50, 40, 30, and we're trying to find a low point for him. What I'm trying to say is, if a card like that, right, only costs 16k, right, people are gonna be replacing their central midfielders with Owa, right? He's from the Italian league, so his equivalent, right, will be somebody like Barella. We take a look at Barella, right, on Friday at content drop, right? He was at about close to 20k, and he dropped to as low as about 14k. That's like a 6k drop. So people, are very, you know, they love the dynamic images, they love the new card design. So, you know, even though both cards are both 86 rated, right, and both is, for example, at about the same price, right, they're gonna go for the one with the dynamic image, right? That's just a fact of life. And then if we have somebody like Di Maria as well, right, he's a fantastic card. 5-star, 3-star, high medium work rate. You know, the kind of boost that we are getting on these cards, right, are actually quite insane, I would say. And he's actually so cheap, right? He started off at about 130k. Now he's only 60k, half that price. And you know what happened? Somebody like David Neres, right, which links really well with him because they both play for Benfica, right? He actually went extinct, right? And right now, right, he's actually still extinct. He went from about 37k all the way up to about 60k where he's extinct at right now. So what does this also tell me? This tells me that if for the next promo, right, or for the subsequent promos, right, when we have stuff like that whereby the promo cards are juiced and they're actually very cheap, it's actually really wise, right, to go and pick up your link investments, right, after the promo has dropped. So that's something that we can you know, do during the content drop time on stream. Anyway, even though the market went down a lot, right, we're still making coins on the channel, right? If you were in the live stream during content drop on Friday, right, we actually, you know, did some trading, right? We pick up a couple of Bruno Fernandes, right? We picked up Patrick Guerrero as well, right? Because we have lots and lots of supply. And I actually make some nice easy coins, right? I was getting Bruno at about 13k, 14k. Petri, right? I actually got her at about 20k, 21k. So I made some really nice and easy coins there. So, you know, if you guys want to make coins during content drop, right, you can actually pop by on my Twitch stream, and I'm actually going to show you guys, right, how to make coins, because I have a couple of filters that we went through and we pick up some of the cards that actually, right, made us, you know, coins during the content drop. So the big SBC that we are talking about, the first major SBC, it's actually the David Beckham SBC. So in conjunction with, you know, the Netflix show that has been released about him, his documentary that I have been watching, right? It's great, by the way. There's actually some hype for, you know, this David Beckham SBC. So let's take a look, right? Let's just take a look at how much I think he will cost first before we talk about what to invest in. So before we knew that he was actually going to be released, right, he was actually at about 500k or so. And during content drop on Friday, he dropped down to about 400k, right? And then he's been chilling around that price. So how much do I think his SBC will cost? Minimally, right, at least 400k. If it's not at least 400k, right, I will be super duper surprised. I wouldn't be shocked at all, right, if the SBC was about 450 to 500k, right? If I had to guess, I think he's gonna cost about 450k. So, you know, what should we be buying? You know, where should we be putting our coins into? So I like a couple of ratings, right? So another thing to note is that right now, right, I'm filming this about an hour and a half after squad battle rewards. So this is the kind of time, right, whereby you can actually get on bids, can actually get some stuff on the cheap. So this is actually the optimum time, right, to pick up, you know, your cards. So this 87 rated card, right, goes for about 11k, right? So on buy now. So, you know, I saw one on bid at about 10k. So I don't mind, right, actually picking her up at about 10k. So you can do that. I like 87 rated for the David Beckham SB. And of course, we also have, I think, 88s as well. I think 88s are pretty good as well. So on buy now, right, they're actually at about 14k. So this is still about the same price. So probably gonna look for another different 88, right? All your 88s are at about 14k. So you see, we do have supply, right? So I'm just gonna bid like 12k. So you guys can pick up your 87s, right, and your 88s, you know, for the David Beckham SBC. I also like the likes of your 86s as well, right? 86s right now, right, they're going for 7k, right? 7k, right? So I probably would be aiming for below that. Let's actually go and pick up, right, another 87. Choose another 87. It might be a little bit. But let's actually look through. Yeah, he's 7.2, right? So probably the supply hasn't trickled down that much. Let's see, maybe little. So I think 86s, 87s, and 88, right? You can actually get them and get ready for the SBC itself, right? If I would have to choose a rating, right, I actually like 86s, right, and 87 the best. So you can just follow how much I'm bidding. 86s, right? 86s, 7k. Your 87s, right, at about 10k. Your 88s, right, try to aim for about 12 to 12.5k, right? And this, next rating, right, which I think is the most risk-free, it's actually your 84s. Again, right, you'll be able to get your 84s, right, quite easily at 1.1k. So that is something that you can do. Take a look. There's a ton of supply. So of course, right, I think we will also be getting a 86 plus Gamble Icon SBC. Probably not today, probably later on in the week itself, right? The Gamble SBC might come today and then Becks might come tomorrow or the day after. They won't be released on the same day. So I think that Icon SBC, the Gamble SBC, the 86 plus, right? There's gonna be so much hype. I'm quite sure that will move the market more compared to the David Beckham SBC. So the safest rating to invest in is 84s, right? If you want to take a little bit of a gamble, then your 86s and 87s, right, are actually the next best two rating that I would actually go for. So that is something that you can do. I will, of course, right, be giving the sell prices for both console and PC players in my trading Discord before content today. So if you want the sell prices, join up the Discord while it's still currently free. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is some possible, right, compensation itself, right? I'm talking about this Team of the Week SBC, right? First off, I want to say that this SBC, right, is worth it because you just have to submit 83 rated, overall squad just with 185. It didn't make your 85 fly, right, because I think that lots of people have folded in the club right now. Your 83 stayed about the same price as well. Now this SBC, right, I think it's actually very, very worth it to do because if you want to buy all the cards from scratch, right, it actually costs only 10k and your discard team of the weeks are 10k. So I would say, right, just go and get this done. You have a cheeky little team of the week stored in your club. So if your team of the week pack, right, is actually in German, right, you are somebody from Germany, right, it actually reads a 100k pack as a 100k pack. So I don't know whether they will be compensating the people in the German language for your team of the week upgrade packs, right? It's just more and more errors by EA, right? I think like we can't go like a single day, right, without there being some bug / glitch, right, on the game itself. And I want to talk through, right, some of the cards that we've been getting in terms of the SBCs. Kubo, right? I've used his base gold version, right? Very pacey guy. However, right, he just cannot really finish, so just play him on the wings and it's fine, right? He costs about 45k. I think that's not too bad. And then we also have the Eredivisie Player of the Month as well, right? Quite cheap, about 12k to complete. Even though personally, I think you're better off putting your fodder into something else. And then we have Jonathan David as well. Now, this is the card that I'm really excited with. 3-star, 5-star. This is a fantastic SBC, right, in my opinion. Because if you think about it, right, SBCs, they are really good, at the start of the game, right? They can last you for a really, really long time, right? So I'm planning to complete David. He only costs about 140k from scratch. You take a look at the stats. I think this is absolutely fantastic. He also has, some of the more important play styles, right? Trivela as well as your quick step, which means that his dribbling is probably gonna be really insane. The only downside, right, is that he's actually gonna be a little bit harder to link. So another SBC that we have gotten quite recently, just yesterday, is actually your Diego Carlos SBC. 3-star, 4-star, medium high. I think all around he looks pretty good, right? The only thing that really stands out at me, right, is the 68 and 52 agility and balance, as well as the 54 stamina. It's actually not that cheap, 120k. I know people are saying that Diego Carlos is kind of a meta player, right? But in FIFA 23, I used him, and I don't think he's that great, in my personal opinion. And I think that, you're probably going to have better cards, right, to put your fodder into. So personally, I wouldn't complete him. He did, of course, right, crash the prices of some of your center backs, right? Some Brazil center back like Marquinhos, if you take a look, he was about 38k, dropped all the way down to about 31k after Diego Carlos, right, was actually released, and then he has rebounded back up. Not just your lower tier center backs, right? Your higher tier, your top tier, somebody like Maldini, right? He also got affected by price. At about 1.6 mil, he dropped all the way down to about 1.34 mil, right? Before he actually rebounded back up. So, you know, this tells me, or this shows you, right, that we have so many SBCs right now, and they are actually, right, affecting the market a lot because, like I say, people are just going to go and complete the SBC, sell the existing center back in their team, and then, you know, nobody actually wants, you know, this kind of center back compared to somebody like Diego Carlos. So, sell your cards, right? That's what I'm trying to say. And we have more upcoming. We have Jeffinho and Henrique as a dynamic duo. So watch out for your left wings as well as your left backs. I don't think that they will actually be that expensive. So the cheaper they are, the more people will complete, the more the market will drop, right? That's just how, you know, the way it works. We have way more objective players as well, right? We have Hector Bellerin as well as Bergwijn. So again, your left wingers are going to take a huge hit, right? Because quite possibly we have 2 left wingers that's actually going to come out. So it's going to affect all the prices. So do watch out for these tradable cards in your club. Now, we also have, you know, I would say, right, a crazy kind of amount of store packs that are actually making the market, right, go nuts. Let me just clear this. I want to take a look at the store packs itself, right, and, you know, talk through with you guys, right, what are some of the store packs that's already out and what are some of the store packs, right, that can, you know, potentially hurt the market more. So we have a couple of packs, right? Your 25Ks, your 45Ks. And the thing is, right, these 2 packs are actually going to refresh at content drop later on, which tells me there's going to be more supply. This 50k pack itself, right, every time there's a 50k pack, right, it drops the market by about 10 to 20%, which is, you know, a crazy amount. And if you take a look, right, we have this Road to the Knockout Foundations as well as your premium Road to the Knockout packs. Now, these are not your kind of big boy packs, right? We still have one more league pack, right, that is not out yet. The Elite Road to the Knockouts pack contains 80 rare gold players, right? This pack will 100% again impact the market in a negative manner. So do sell your cards, right, before content drop. That's all I can tell you. If not, right, you're gonna be in the freaking mud. Now, next thing I want to talk about is more errors, right? We are in the weekend league period right now. Right now, right, if you actually went to penalty shootouts for your champs, right, some of you, right, might not be able to see a circle on your, you know, the ball itself, right? So I don't know when EA is actually gonna fix this thing, but apparently, right, it has been happening across both new gen and old gen. So the only thing that I can advise you is, right, try to time your shots, right? If you have played this game, you know, a lot of times you will know when is the timing to actually go for the shots itself. Now, let's come back here, right, and talk about the market itself, right? In my VIP trading Discord, I have already given away these tips, right? So by the time you guys see this video, right, it might not actually be working as well. We also talked about Brazil managers, right, in the VIP trading Discord. And I believe right now, right, they're actually going for about 4k plus. 4.5k, fantastic. So let's actually try to get some on bid. So yeah, I told them, you know, pick up your Brazil managers. You can actually make some coins there. So right now, I believe they're going for about 4k. Bid on 4k, you can sell at 4.5. And then we have lots more other trading tips, right, that I will be giving out only in my VIP trading Discord. All you have to do, right, just sub to me on Twitch, right? It's $5 a month. If you have Amazon Prime, it's totally free. So I'll leave all the links down below. And what's more, right, you can actually get a Prime Gaming Pack. We're going to be getting a Prime Gaming Pack, right, very soon for FC24, the first ever Prime Gaming Pack. I expect it to come out, you know, within the next 1 week or so. So you have additional benefits for that. And yeah, that is that. And then all the links will be down below. And the next thing I want to talk about is your mini release, right? We have more women's players, right? Bacha, Malak, Kubert. We have Hincape. We have Bellerin. Bergwijn as well as Matic. So there will be an additional of 5 players in packs, and then Bellerin and Bergwijn, right, will be SBC / objective. So that is something that you can look out for in your mini release, right? Later on today. And yeah, next thing I want to go through is possibly, do we have some packs that we can open? I want to share with you guys also, right, that if you have played squad battle rewards, there's actually kind of a glitch whereby you can't redeem your squad battle rewards, right, immediately. So squad battle rewards, right, it's actually 9 AM UK time, right? So by right at 9 AM you should be able to redeem your cards. Right, we didn't get anything good there. Should be able to redeem your rewards. But sometimes you have to wait for another additional, right, 20 to 30 minutes. So don't be too surprised, right, if you're not able to claim your squad battle rewards, right? Yeah, I have, I've been grinding squad battles because this is the time whereby you should grind squad battles. I think it can actually help you build up your club so much. And yeah, that's all from me. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit that like button. If you guys want to see more trading videos, right, do hit that sub button. We are actually, right, at the point of recording, right, we're less than 10 subs away, right, from that 10K mark. Thank you guys so much for the support, and I'll see you guys soon, right, in the next video. Take care, guys.